The big day has arrived. We're going to make one of my all-time favourite foods. It's a Sicilian classic, but not as you've seen it before. I'm going to supersize the arancini. So first we brown the beef and pork mince to seal in all that flavour. You want to do it in batches so you get some good colour on there. It's quite traditional in Sicily to use a combination of pork and beef, which gives multiple layers of meaty flavour. Ooh, fan. So now we move on to the sofrito. You want to sweat down those onions, carrots and celery on a really low temperature. This is going to give your ragu a deep sweet foundation. There's a garlic stuck to my finger. Get your wine in there and you want it to reduce all the way down to get rid of any acrid alcohol taste. The meat is going to absorb all that flavour. Whack your tomato puree in there, let it cook down a little bit before adding your tinned tomatoes, stock and seasoning. So the bay leaf is just going to give it this lovely herbaceous backbone. I get to be really witchy and stir it. Bring it to a simmer, then pop that lid back on and let your ragu cook for a few hours. See you later, darling. I'm going to put the peas in now so they retain their bright colour and flavour. If they went in earlier, they might not be as green anymore, and we really want that contrast. On to the risotto. I can't count how many of these I've made in my life. I find it such a soothing process. You want to get those onions sweating on a low heat so they go super soft and sweet, but don't take on any colour. When the rice goes in, you want to toast it in the fat for a couple of minutes until the grain starts to turn translucent. Let the rice fully absorb this before you start adding your stock ladle by ladle. Traditionally with arancini, boiled short grain rice with saffron is used, but I like the creamy texture of risotto and how much flavour you can inject into your rice layer by using this method. Once the rice is tender, we're going to stir in a couple of my favourite things, a big old knob of butter and a big pile of parmesan. In with the saffron. Look how gloriously yellow it is. It's going to make our risotto super fragrant too. This is still a great dinner if you just stop here. I could eat it from the pan, or you could just serve it with your ragu on top. That risotto needs to cool down fast so we can shape it. So spread that in a tray and get it in the fridge. On to the messy bit. Press the risotto into the size of a bowl lined with cling film in an even layer. Then sprinkle with lots of cheese and pop your ragu on top. I just threw some at my white sock. Give me a nice ragu stain. Historically, arancini were just like a packed lunch food. You use your leftover rice, you fry it, you wrap it up, pop it in your bag, and then when you go to work or a long journey or hunting, you've got your lunch ready for you. Now get him in the freezer to chill out for a bit so we can give him a nice bready coat. Now we're going to make a batter for the breadcrumbs to adhere to. You could just do flour and egg, but I prefer the crisp shell that this creates. Always overflowing, always overflowing. What was even the point? Really rub that batter all over your arancini. Now give him a really good roll around in the breadcrumbs, making sure it's totally covered for maximum crispiness. Because of my height, I've had to enlist some help to lift the arancini high enough to get him in the fryer. Thanks guys. Thank you so much. Good job. Oh, amazing, thank you. Getting so many pairs of hands in this video. There we go. The really hot oil is what's going to help the arancini get his crisp, crunchy shell. So the name comes from the Italian word from orange, because arancini usually a kind of shape and size and colour of an orange. Mine's way, way bigger than that. My baby's out the fryer, and I'm going to give him the best kind of shower you can get, a Parmesan shower. It's been a long process. We've made the ragu, we've made the risotto, we've shaped him, we've fried him, and now finally it's time to eat. Carve them into big wedges and plop them down on some tomato sauce. I'm gonna go for a really awkward front piece here. It's pork mince, loads of veg, loads of wine.
Yo, Alex, come in.
So it might be a tiny
See how
bit
much I
cold
ate?
now,
That's really nice.
but yeah, a good wedge.